Why do I support the OAE? Exposure to music that I've never really heard before, played on instruments that I've never seen before. You can be in a huge set piece like the St John Passion, or you can be in the upstairs of a rickety building getting all excited about a Stradivarius and gut strings and what those are made of. So I went with various members of my family, and it was really good, not just listening to the music but also having that dialogue.
It's the intimate events that you get to be a part of. You get to have a little seek behind the scenes of what goes on to make an orchestra tick, and that could be meeting some of the players at Meet the Band or in an interval either at the South Bank, and those are just so exciting because you just get to get a little insight of who the players are themselves, but also a bit about what they like about the music and their instruments and the history of the music, which is just so fascinating.
One of the thrills, one of the joys of being a friend is actually the friendship, the camaraderie with world-renowned musicians. Musicians who contribute so much to music, academically in performing terms, and these are people whom we're on first name terms with, which is just lovely.
You're supporting something that does such valuable work, not just with concerts, but all the outreach work they do, especially with youngsters, which can only be good for the future of concerts.
The thousands and thousands of people and children that the orchestra have reached out to, using lots of creative ways of doing it, is really important, and therefore it's not just classical music for the older, well-heeled people, it's for everybody.
This last season has been absolutely phenomenal. Too many experiences to mention them all, but I must mention the Brahms piano concertos with Andreas Schiff. That was quite extraordinary. A new sound world that was created. These were like hearing works for the very, very first time. We get an enormous amount of pleasure listening to this variety of music. The focus was almost entirely on Baroque in the early years, but now that we have these performances of Brahms and others, so this exploration, this journey is continuing. So it's absolutely thrilling to be able to do that.
To anyone thinking about becoming a friend or a patron, I would say just do it. It's so much fun and you'll get so much enjoyment. I say it is a feast for the eyes, a feast for the ears, and also the feast for the mind.
So there's so much that we can do for our friends and supporters. But what they do for us, and this is the message I want to leave you with, is everything. Without the help and support that we receive from our friends, quite simply, the music will stop. So do join in, be part of our family, and share in this wonderful adventure that is the Orchestra of the Age of Enlightenment. Thank you.